Owner and president of CEO Challenges, a business offering sports competitions for CEOs. He, by the way, personally invests in companies run by CEOs who compete in endurance events. Also with us, Dr. Susan Battley, a leadership psychologist and CEO of Battley Performance Consulting. Ladies first, thank you very much for being with us. What advantage does this give CEOs, Doctor?
Well, in the boardroom, there's a big question because CEO iron and Iron Man and Iron Women doesn't necessarily translate into investor gold. There's no proven research that shows a correlation between a CEO in an endurance event and his or her performance and the business performance and profitability. So it's an unproven investor strategy.
And Ted Kennedy, you agree with that?
Yes. No, I don't. I think it's too early, really. This area is just emerging, that we're starting to track the CEO performance based on the, the ones that are in endurance events. I mean, why not back a leader who has a mental and physical toughness to do something like a marathon or an Ironman? And I have some specific examples of success that I personally have achieved by backing these people.
Give us one or two examples.
Probably the best one right now is Jamie Maguire. He's the CEO of Philadelphia Consolidated. I met him in 2003 at our CEO Ironman Challenge in Lake Placid, and I was so impressed by Jamie that I went out and bought his stock at $10, and I sure am glad I did, because it's now trading at 40 to 41.
Oh, wow. All right. So let me ask you a question, though. I know that you yourself have hosted Ironman challenges. You were 20 years in sales and marketing at Quaker Oats, so you're in this category in many senses yourself. But you're talking about endurance sports, right? Skiing, cycling, tennis. But then I see golf on here, and you know, Jim Cramer sent me Stan O'Neill's golf scores for the past couple of months. He's been playing a lot of golf. It would seem to me that looking at that, I should buy Bear Stearns and Merrill Lynch because they're big golfers.
Well, my company is designed really to find out who is the best CEO in a number of sports. We started in triathlon, marathon, Ironman, and now we're getting into things like tennis and cycling, even fly fishing, even golf. So that's why those sports are included. But I wouldn't necessarily go out and buy the stock of someone who's a really good CEO golfer, but I would buy the stock of someone who's a good CEO Ironman athlete and shows that tenacity.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Dr. Battley, you know, I can see the point about marathoning and things like that. Golf, that's 6 hours of walk. That's 6 hours walking around. I don't see how that helps at all.
Well, being very competitive and going into those endurance events actually can have a dark side. I mean, think of the recent marathon in Chicago, where people who were so goal-oriented and driven were collapsing in the extreme heat rather than slowing down or stopping. Yeah. And if CEOs are super competitive, it can really interfere with their ability to be the captains of their company teams and also to power share and to build up others. Because at the end of the day, the track record in the executive suite and also in the marketplace is going to be the most important thing. So that's why Marathon 101 doesn't have to be taught in business school. There are lots of direct metrics that investors can use to make those decisions. All
right, Ted, you're targeting some CEOs that you think could fit a little bit better into your category, the Ironman category, and I believe you have a challenge for one who would be probably the best golfer in the CEO planet, Jeff Immelt, but well, I don't know that he's an Ironman.
I'm not saying to do an Ironman. I mean, that's a very exclusive group of people, and there's only about 200 CEOs in the world that do Ironman. But yeah, I would like to throw a challenge out to Jeff Immelt and prove me right. And I'd like to provide him with a personal training program and challenge him to do one of our CEO Marathon challenges next fall. And then we'll come back, we'll visit with him, and we'll see if his focus has increased, his stamina, his energy, and his effectiveness.
Well, I mean, for the record, I would just like to say that I think Jeff Immelt is the perfect CEO. Okay, in need of no improvement or tweaking whatsoever.
I see.
But
okay.
We will pass along your challenge. But I want to get back to Dr. Battley, because you made a point there that struck me as awfully pertinent, and that is, you know, especially these Ironman things, triathlon, marathon, those are solo endeavors.
Exactly.
Those are, it's all on me. And a good company isn't run that way.
Absolutely. A good company really is about the CEO moving up and scaling up, going from being that sole competitor to being the team captain and the coach. And I find that with CEOs and aspiring CEOs, this is really a stretch goal for them. They have to learn to scale up and really be that coach on the side, because it's the company, and the research does show that companies that grow and are built to last are companies where the CEO is really going to be the team coach.
All right, well, thank you very much. Fascinating. Last word, Dr. Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy, very quickly.
Yeah, I would like to say, look at Jamie Maguire, what he's done with Philadelphia Insurance. I mean, the people can come train with him anytime they want. They understand him better. They get to know his goals, his vision, and all his metrics are way up right across the board. People want to work at Philadelphia Insurance because it's such a fitness-oriented culture.
Okay, we got to go. Ted Kennedy, thank you very much, sir. Dr. Susan Battley as well.
Thank you.